In this half hour with what many are calling unacceptable behavior in high school sports. Superintendents in our area and across the country are united in their efforts to combat derogatory language, racial slurs, and taunts.
Jennifer McLogan covers Long Island and spoke with parents, coaches, and advocates looking for solutions.
Parents watch with concern as two female athletes scuffled on the basketball court. Initially, only the black player from Elmont was suspended. Days later, following appeals, officials reviewed the video and the white player from Kennedy High was also suspended.
A son and a daughter, to go here.
Carlito Bain's children are student athletes in Elmont. What are your daughter's emotions?
Somewhat depressed, a little withdrawn. I think most of the players.
It is disheartening.
John Johnson, president of Elmont's Dad's Club, says there's ongoing tension between Elmont, which is 60% black, 21% Hispanic, and Kennedy in the Belmore-Merrick district, which is 75% white.
Yes, you want to have conversation. We get it. But in the meantime, what are we doing for the kids that still got to get out there on those courts, on those fields, playing?
Parents and administrators say racism in Long Island high school sports has been alleged for decades but has been underreported. Charges were dropped against John Jr. Gotti's wife and daughter following an alleged racial brawl in the Locust Valley High School stands. Patchogue Medford players say they were subjected to racial slurs during a West Islip game.
Anybody that knows the musical South Pacific knows that there's a song that you've got to be taught to hate and fear.
Attorney Fred Brewington represents Roosevelt High in a lawsuit against Lynbrook and Wantagh when a group of students turned their backs and allegedly taunted the visiting black players.
Paying attention to the need for us to change cultures in high school sports and societally. And so that's what this lawsuit represents.
Not just Elmont and Kennedy, but all school districts across the county, and how can we do a better job? We're all going to recommit to ensuring that that code of conduct is in place and that there are consequences.
Players or parents that went to the school saying, yeah, that happened all the time, but we were told to shut up and play, like just play, and that's not the narrative we want to go forward with.
Some parents asked for a moratorium. Superintendents of Sewanaka and Belmore-Merrick and Section 8, the governing body of school sports here, see another way forward.
The answer is really not hiding from one another. It's important to educate about how rich the interaction is and why it is necessary so that we don't deal with these implicit biases that force us into our silos.
On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
And this just doesn't apply to athletes and coaches. Spectators at high school games in Nassau County must also adhere to the code of conduct, which includes sportsmanship, civility, and unity, or they will be banned from sporting events. Jennifer has covered communities for Long Island for years, and if you have a story that you'd like to share with her, scan the QR code on your screen.